In the inaugural episode of Too Old to Care, Bradley and Shoni dive into dating in your 40s versus your 20s. They share cringe-worthy stories from passing out on doorsteps to beating up mailboxes and discuss why showing up unannounced at an ex's house seemed romantic, but was actually creepy. Topics include body counts, the gray area of casual dating, age gap relationships, and why after 40, you're simply too old to care about drama. Raw, honest, and unapologetically nostalgic.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Too Old to Care. Bradley and I are beyond excited to start this new journey with you guys. Weekly episodes will be released every Monday, along with an extra episode for the Patreon members on Wednesdays. The Patreon link will be in the description, along with the Too Old to Care Instagram and Discord. Don't hesitate to send us an email or a voicemail at toooldtocarepod@gmail.com or on our WhatsApp number, which is 1-619-941-9466. We're glad you guys are here. Enjoy.
Too old to care. Bradley and Shoni, the boner bros are back. Yeah! Let's fucking go!
I didn't even think about what are we going to do as a fucking
I would do just
intro.
the same as TTG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural episode of Too Old to Care.
Yep,
That's
I
what
like
we're
that.
calling ourselves, right?
Yep.
That's-
I hope so. That's what's on the SoundCloud and the Spotify.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. We should maintain consistency with that, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It is different just recording audio because I'm so used to being cognizant of what my facial expressions and tics are doing, and now I just don't give a shit.
I'm stoked. Now I don't have to dress up.
Yeah.
Not that I dressed up
Because
before.
I was going to say you were wearing 3-piece suits every time we did.
Dude,
Taste
just
of
coming
Gentlemen
in,
shows.
fucking skipping around, doing my tap dance, making sure I look good on stream. But yeah, now I could just show
I mean,
up
you
in my
did have
underwear.
the better lighting out of all of us.
Now I do. Now I do.
No,
just,
because I was saying that was a running joke in the studio.
oh,
Like, oh yeah, Shoni's in the best light.
dude, I just want everyone. That room was weird, man. Like,
I mean, that room is weird. We put fucking curtains up inside of a room.
yeah.
I don't know. I think Scoop did that. Did Scoop do that?
Yeah.
You guys did that when I was traipsing about the country because
Curtains in the studio is good for sound. That makes it sound like
It
because it
dampens
absorbs
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it absorbs the sound, and it's just a smaller room. Like if you see big podcast studios, like you want it to be a big room because you want the lights to be back. You want people to be able to like see each other across the room. That's why they have headphones, so if you can't hear them.
Yeah.
So when you're working in a small, I mean, we may do. It's a cool little studio. I think it looks great. Like
you guys
know.
did the giant table when I was not there.
God, that was fucking so ghetto, dude.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It was
Wasn't it like two of you sat on one side and then two of you sat on the other side?
Yeah. It was a good setup. It was just that table was like, fuck, dude. That was off like Amazon. It was like $70, and it was a piece of shit, dude.
Of course.
There were screws hanging out of it. Like we knew like the person that sat on the right side. Like usually it was Dom. Just like, hey man, like watch your knees. There's a fucking huge screw because it was like started falling apart, and we had to like put reinforcement screws in it.
$70, dude. What do you expect?
Yeah.
And Dom's the tallest one, so it's funny that you put him in that fucking corner.
Yeah.
Wait, is he the tallest out of everybody?
No, Scoop is
Scoop's got to be what? Just an inch taller than him?
like 2 inches, I think.
Your eyes are red today. You got allergies because of the hot weather.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, my allergies are real subtle. Like,
Or you got high when you woke up. I don't know.
no, I don't get high
You don't
anymore.
smoke the weeds.
No, not anymore.
Neither
But
do I.
yeah, it's like a little bit. My eyes will be itchy, and they don't itch as much as like normal people with
Bad allergies.
crazy allergies.
Yeah, I've had
so I
friends that
don't-
want to rip their fucking eyes out of their face.
Yeah, so I don't consider it like allergies, but yes, it's just little. Like every once in a while, I'm like, damn, my eyes are dry, but it's like not bad enough to where I have to like do something about it.
It's not bothersome.
Yeah, thank you for telling me. Now I'm insecure about my eyes.
Well, there's no video, so it doesn't matter. No one's
But
gonna see.
now if I go, what if I was thinking about roaming your neighborhood and hitting on some random
I
women.
would not recommend. One, there's not many random women to hit on, and two, I wouldn't recommend roaming.
Really?
Police were down the street this morning.
I like my women crazy.
Yeah, they're no. This is like the bad crazy. This is the kind of crazy that like you end up getting killed.
Ooh,
Yeah.
not that crazy.
No.
I don't like that crazy.
Slightly crazy is generally equates to fun, but that crazy, no. I've never had that crazy. I don't want that crazy. I don't want that in my life. Not in my 40s. Not in my 20s either. I don't want that.
Yeah, I think when we're younger, I think we liked a little bit crazy. Like I think being in your 20s, you don't realize it's crazy, but you like it and you don't know why. At least for me. But I've noticed that, and I have dated and been with chicks in their 20s. It hasn't been a lot, while I've been like late 30s and early 40s, which I'm in my early 40s right now.
That's
but
a big difference. So age-wise and
huge difference.
Yeah,
even if they're mature, still, it's like just a whole different world, man. But they have a little bit of crazy in them, but they don't know it's crazy. And it's not a wrong thing, because I remember when I was in my 20s, like, dude, I was doing the dumbest shit, saying the dumbest things. Like, my relationships were fucking shit because of me, and I didn't know it. You don't know shit in your 20s.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what you considered to be crazy in your 20s, now in our 40s, we probably would consider it to be different, or we would consider it to be absolute insanity that we would never even dream of possibly tolerating.
Yeah. You just don't have a lot of experience in your 20s.
What's the craziest you ever dealt with?
Okay, so the thing with me is, like, I don't like I said before, like on Twitch, I don't even see red flags. I see yellow flags.
Yeah.
Before they're red, So I never really
But
have
even back
to deal.
then?
Back then, I think so. I think that was just ingrained in me. I don't know why, man.
You had sisters. That's probably why.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe that's it.
You never got crazy. You never did some shit that you look back on and you're like, man, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I pulled a little crazy thing, and this was, man, I think this was early 30s. I was dating this chick, and I meant it in like a positive way, and my actions were like, I like you.
What did you say?
I didn't even say anything.
What'd
It's
you
my
do?
actions. We were kind of seeing each other, and maybe I'm just used to, like, right away when I start dating someone, I usually it's them like, yeah, dude, I'm totally down to be with you. Like, let's date, or let's be a couple. So I'm used to the person I'm seeing, like, usually saying that and being down. So with this chick, we were dating for maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And just in my head, I'm like, yeah, dude, she probably wants to be with me, yeah? And I think she wanted to take it a little slower. Anyways, we went out one night and we're texting each other, and she's like, yeah, let's meet up, or like, where are you going to be? She's doing things with her friends across town. I'm doing things with my friends across the other way of town. And my phone died, which is fucking weird. This is early 30s, bro. I was still partying.
This was the universe intervening for you. On your behalf.
Well, I busted right through that shit.
Of course
homie.
you did, because you were fucking in your early 30s.
My phone died, and I was like, I guess I'm just going to have to walk to her apartment and fall asleep on her front door and wait for her to get home.
That's good. This is bringing back. I actually think this is reminding me of stories that I did not tell on the fucking Tasteless Gentleman.
Again, my intentions were good. I wasn't like, hey, this is a little crazy. I wasn't thinking like that. I'm like, dude, we want to hang out. I'm just going to go there.
She's going to appreciate the effort that I took to go and find her when my phone was dead.
Yeah. She never came home that night.
So you actually, did you pass out?
Yes.
Oh, so you were.
And her neighbor texted her and was like, there's a fucking guy passed out at your door. Like, do you know that? And she's like, well, I'm not home right now. And then she figured out, like, that my phone was dead and that was me. And he's
6.5 feet tall and he's covered in tattoos. And she's like, oh yeah, I know who that is.
And she was really nice about it and was just kind of said something like, yeah, like, I don't know. Do you think you should have done that? Like,
in hindsight, no. Now that I'm sober, absolutely not.
And I was like, yeah, no, you're right. Like, that's my bad. I'm sorry about that. So to answer your question, yes, I've for sure, and there's probably other things that I've done.
I mean, that's exactly what I was referencing when I was like, what have you done that's crazy? Because that's crazy.
Yeah. And it's never been like the crazy that I think of when I think of dating someone. Like, why don't you love me? Like, coming over like unannounced, or I think I usually represent myself, I guess, or explain myself when I first meet someone to like know, hey, like I don't fuck with shit. Like I don't fuck with, this is me older now though.
Yeah.
So I understand that
you're too old to care. Exactly.
I feel like we're going to be saying that a lot on this podcast.
Well, it's fitting. I really love how fitting it was.
Who came up with that?
You did.
Hell yeah, I did.
Thanks for throwing that in there.
Every 10 episodes, bro.
Hey, who came up with that?
Who came up with the name of this
that was
podcast? It was, I don't know how I did. We had a long list of names for this podcast, and there was like some runners up, some runner up.
There were some good ones in there. I would have been fine with a lot of those, but that one was good.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story of how I kind of did the exact same fucking thing, except I didn't pass out? I beat the shit out of my ex's mailbox.
Oh my god. You were that like type of dude, right?
No.
The angry. No?
No. I mean, I was blacked out.
So what
This was during, dude,
the pandemic?
No. Yeah, this was last month. No, dude, I was back in Santa Barbara seeing one of my exes who was a bartender at the time. I had to be like, it was probably right after I moved to San Diego, so I was probably 25. And I went up there they have this like week-long party called Fiesta, and it's just debauchery all up and down State Street, which is like the main, central drag in Santa Barbara. And everybody goes to every bar, and like there's confetti eggs and shit, and it's fun. Anyway, I started drinking with my friends at like, I don't know, 2 p.m, and she was bartending, and I was planning on staying at her house, like all this grandiose stuff. And I ended up getting just absolutely obliterated, blackout drunk. This is when I had my yellow Xterra. I was like, okay, I'm done. And I knew she'd be bartending till like 3 a.m, obviously. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go fucking pass out. And I don't remember if the key she gave me didn't work or if I couldn't find the fucking key. But all I remember is I was so fucking frustrated that I decided to take it out on her mailbox.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any other history of like violence against like
inanimate objects? Oh yeah, dude. I told you last week.
That's violence, bro.
Yeah. Well, last week I punched my fucking dishwasher.
Okay, so when I ask you, like, do you have a history of violence? You say no, you're wrong.
I've never done it to a human being or an animal.
No, violence is violence, bro. Your dogs are looking at you like get your shit together.
If I were in my garage hitting the heavy bag, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
That's made for hitting. Your dishwasher is not made to have
It took it like a champ. It's just got a dent.
Oh, my God, bro.
Anyway. No, that was the only time I got wasted and beat the shit out of an inanimate object.
I highly doubt that.
No, it is. I think I passed out in my I passed out in my Xterra, and then she came and got me, and I was just like, man. Like, even telling that story right now, my butthole is puckering because I'm so embarrassed
mine too.
by it.
What did she say about it? Did she not know? You're like, yo, dude, some homeless guy.
I think like her roommate, like your situation, I think her roommate told her.
Yeah. I want to say that.
I apologize for that, by the way.
Good. Oh, you did, or you're apologizing?
No, of course. I'm apologizing now in addition to the apologies I made back then.
This is a good
first
episode.
Dude, she's married and probably has like 2 kids now. I know she's married. I know that.
Yeah, so. It still doesn't. She still probably misses that mailbox.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. She's like, every now and then I think about Bradley beating up my mailbox.
She's got a podcast of her own. And she's like, yeah, she's telling fucking
in
asshole.
An alternate universe, she's telling this story right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I passed out in front of, remember that chick, Stephanie? Give it a minute. You'll.
Stephanie.
She went out a lot. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I went out with her one time. I told you that.
Yeah,
we went to
rad chick,
turf
super
club.
rad chick. Yeah.
Good taste in music, by the way.
Great. She married my buddy Carrie, actually, and so
I gave it away.
Yeah, damn it. So no, but we're not. I'm not talking shit at all. Great chick, and Carrie's the man, dude. I heard they were dating. I was like, oh my God, they're perfect for each other.
They're a power couple.
We're a fucking power couple. So I'm pretty sure that when her and I were dating, I passed out. No, I don't think I passed out, but I think I was like, we were supposed to hang out. And I ended up going to her house, like walking to her house in PB. And I was texting her and she didn't answer. And the next morning she's like, yeah, dude, I didn't want to fucking hang out. You shouldn't like come to my place in the middle of the night. Why do we do that shit? What the fuck, dude?
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at when I was asking you about like crazy shit you used to do. Cause there were definitely at least one situation where I was like trying to get back with an ex, like win some, when you try to win someone's favor and get them back. And, oftentimes they're like, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you.
Well, in movies, like if a guy does that,
but that's
romantic.
What I did. I'm like, I'm going to go to her house and I'm going to talk to her. It does. For those of you who are wondering, it doesn't ever work out that way.
It comes off fucking creepy.
It does.
And violent for some guys.
I mean, I wasn't violent, but yeah, it's weird.
That's violence. Punching a mailbox is violence.
But I'm not talking about punching a mailbox. I was talking about just showing up at an ex's house.
Okay.
Like I wasn't stalking her. I was just, it was like in the context of trying to get a hold of her, and she was being a pain in the ass. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go try to have this conversation.
If you're
in person.
trying to get a hold of the person, it's still not cool, but.
Oh, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah,
like,
the
you know how
intentions.
many exes, one of my exes in particular, like when we'd be like in an argument or like in a text argument, she would send me those fucking emojis, like the thumbs up or the one where the chick's like, I don't know. And she would do it, and it just infuriated me because I'm like sitting here, dude. I'm a wordsmith. I'm a writer. I like words, so I'm sitting here like sending these long drawn out texts, and she's like, thumbs up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to rip my fucking head off right now.
Yeah.
Like it would make me so mad.
My ex and I always promised each other we would never say okay or just K.
Oh yeah, she did that all the time. K.
Yeah, no, and I was like, yeah, and every once in a while I'd slip up, and my ex would be like, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad." We just promised each other we wouldn't do that because we deserved more. We deserved more
I agree.
than like.
It's not the move.
Yeah,
I have done it though when I'm on the receiving end of some serious bullshit from someone I'm like hanging out with or dating.
Yeah,
like if they come at me with just like at some point I'll be like, okay. Like I don't want to banter or fight anymore. I don't want to argue. Like okay, if that's it.
As you get older, you just kind of like give up on stuff. Not that's the wrong word, but you just like you remove yourself from situations.
You choose your priorities more wisely. You're like, this is important to dedicate my time and myself to. This is not.
Yeah, I had to do that with someone that I was hanging out with for like a couple months, and I was just, and it wasn't terrible, and it was actually really hard to explain to her that. It was just kind of like the way I put it to her was like, I feel like we're just not vibing anymore. And I felt like she would understand that. She was younger. So it was like.
Did she understand it or
no? No, not really. I just ended up saying it was my fault. I just took the blame.
How much was this one of the early 20s ones?
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'll just take the L. I'm sorry. We're not vibing. I just saw it. But, you know, I think for her, like she'd only dated one or two guys out of college, like, and I've dated I don't know how many people, and I tried to tell her this, and I didn't like blaming it on our age gap because I think that's kind of unfair, but there is truth to it.
Of course there is. I mean, just think about having 2 additional decades of life experience, dude.
Like dating, like I've dated like almost 20 years more than she has. So I might not be the smartest guy, but I probably have some things that I can, you know, reference when I'm in just
the life experience alone would put you in a different sort of mental position.
I think she took it as like I'm better than her.
Yeah,
you know? But I
you're,
told her
you're above me because
and I was like, dude, and when someone's you know, if I could say like, hey, you're not as mature as someone else. I'm not saying you're immature. I'm just saying you're not as mature. You just don't have as much life as someone else.
Most
you know?
people on the receiving end of that though aren't going to take it that way.
Especially if they're in their 20s.
Yeah. Exactly. So, they don't have the life experience to take that in the way that you intended it.
Exactly.
So there's the rub.
Again, not saying that I'm better or if you're in your 40s, you're better. But dude, you just have experience. Like,
well, that's all it is.
You know, yeah.
It doesn't mean you're better or smarter or even wiser. You just have more life experience under your belt, period.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So that's why I and we've talked about this is I feel like a good age to date. If you're going to date under, you know, people that are younger is if you're 40 to 45 and you're dating someone that's like 33, 34, that's pretty solid because they've got that youthful kind of thing in them still and they can do what they want, but also they're getting to that stage at 34 where they're like, I kind of just want to stay in, you know, I kind of don't want to go out. Like they're starting to see the light, you know?
Yeah, I've been that way since I was 30.
Really?
Yeah. We were talking about men and
wait, what? Excuse me?
We were talking about men and women, and I remember I saw this today and I wanted to talk about it or at least mention it. And this could be fucking complete bullshit. It probably is, but 90% of men have slept with 30 or fewer women in their lifetime. 90%.
Whoa.
Think that's accurate?
Oh man,
that's a lot. 90%. How many billions of men?
90% have not slept with
slept with 30 or under. Yes. So 10% of men on the planet have slept with over 30 women. Yes.
Man, that's wild. That's one thing I really don't talk to people about, men or women. Is like
I don't like talking about it either. But I know dudes in college who have slept with 30 women in like 3 weeks.
Whoa, that's I've never.
Oh, I had friends that were well into the hundreds when they were in their early 20s.
I mean, I've sat down because I feel like my buddy from the Navy like asked me once, and this is back in the day, and I remember like I it's too much to count, and I'm not bragging at all. I'm a firm believer, just like living your life and experiencing different people and having a good time, having a safe time. But I mean, that sounds about right. But then again, I don't talk like I'd have to hit up like my fucking brother-in-law because
We should do a survey.
I feel like my brother-in-law is like a solid American original dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's solid. Like he partied a little bit in college, but next time I see him, I think I want to ask him. It'll probably be weird, but I'm like, hey man, like what's your body count now?
Hey,
like,
we got this debate going.
Yeah. And
I think it makes sense because I've spent the majority of my adult life single. So my number would probably be higher than like, say, someone who's been in a long-term, like my longest term relationship was 2 years, dude. Yeah. So my number is going to be higher just from that standpoint.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of dudes had fun in college and then out of college. Then they met their wives. They got married like in their early 30s. And then maybe they get divorced in their early 40s.
My dad and mom met in high school. And then they broke
They're still
up a
together.
little bit. And they're still together.
How many years now?
42.
Good for them.
Yeah, sure. I always tell them, I'm like, dude, you guys are the perfect age to get a divorce and experience other things.
But are they, I mean, do you say that like sincerely? Are they not happy?
It's a joke. No, they're happy as fuck.
Well, then
they're awesome.
fuck it.
Like, so they had me when my mom was like 21 and my dad was like 23 or 24.
Oh, so they were young.
They were young, man.
Oh, so they're young now. They really could conceivably go out and still do their own thing if they wanted to.
My dad just turned 65, dude.
Yeah.
There's like 60. Like, yeah,
he's in his prime.
Yeah. So they had kids at a young age. And I'm blown away, man, because we did crazy shit as a family. Like my dad we'd pack up, we'd get the tent trailer and go to Wyoming for fucking a week.
That's
like,
good shit.
With 3 kids. Yeah. Crazy.
Can you imagine doing that right now at your age with 3 little kids, dude?
Fuck no, dude. I could barely take a trip with Toby.
Like getting them in life jackets, putting them in a little rental boat, like trying to go fishing. I'd be so I don't have the patience.
Yeah, so they were in their 20s with 3 kids. They didn't get to do a lot of stuff.
No, they didn't.
Just them. Yeah. But we did stuff.
Yeah.
But not just, stuff between them. So now that they're retired and obviously all the kids are moved out, me and my sisters got our own lives. I think they're doing dope shit. Like my dad loves riding bikes. They have like the Mercedes Sprinter. They drive around, take trips. They went to Idaho to visit family. So I think that's really good for them, but 42 years, man, that's fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, think about it, dude. They sacrificed essentially their prime, like doing shit years. All of their 20s and all of their 30s were dedicated to, raising you guys. Yeah. So now they're probably like, fuck them kids.
Yeah.
We're going to travel around the country in our Sprinter van.
Yeah. They're way more interested in the grandkids than their actual kids now, which is cool. Like fucking nieces and nephews are rad. But yeah, so that my dad's probably one of the dudes that, for sure hasn't slept with 30 people unless he busted them all out in high school and then married my mom.
Back in the day, I would say probably 30 years ago, the average was probably around 10. The average.
Maybe.
Now I think it's much higher. I mean, I know women who have really played the field and have slept with a lot of dudes. I don't judge either way. Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't talk about numbers with people because I'm like, I don't really care. As long as you were safe and you're not lying to anybody and hurting people's feelings intentionally, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's when you start fucking with people's emotions that becomes a problem.
Yeah, I did that for a long time in my 20s and 30s for sure.
I lived in that gray area for so many years,
for
dude.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I like you, but I don't know you well enough to commit, so I could still do what I want to do. And technically, I'm not committing any sins because I didn't commit to. Dude, I lived in that area.
Me too.
Not proud of it.
No.
Not proud of it.
Yeah, it's just being
had an enjoyable time. But
it's like that thing people say, like you're not lying, but you're not telling the truth.
Yeah. You're not being completely forthcoming.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I like you, but I'm still sleeping with 4 other people.
Yeah, and then that usually ends up with one of you getting drunk, and then having like a drunk discussion, or usually it was like the chick would bring it up and be like, dude, what's up with us? And then that's so fucked up. Thinking guys would be like, oh, chicks always want to know, like, what are we?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah, no shit, you fuck boy.
Yeah.
Like you don't talk, we don't say anything. We're just keeping it in that gray area. Of course the chick wants to know what's up, I
mean, I can't, looking back in hindsight, I can't fucking blame him.
No.
I had that drunken conversation with one of those women, and she was like, I'm just gonna fucking say it. I love you. And I was like, oh,
good for her. Yeah, but I mean, now if a chick said that, I'd be like, I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, whoa, get out. Whoa, of here. No.
We've been hanging out for 3 days.
Bitch, we've only been together for 6 months.
Yeah.
Chill out.
We're going on 2 years, okay?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's not that long in the grand scheme of life.
Yeah. Stop that love shit. Yeah, man. It was I mean, we're both men and women in our 20s.
To be fair, I was bartending and serving in restaurants, and that was just kind of like the way things were,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I remember, and I've talked about it to, no end, but yeah, walking into like my server job, and there's like 4 different women that I'm currently like hooking, and they all knew about it. It wasn't like secretive.
Yeah.
But it's just, it definitely feeds the ego a little bit for sure.
Yeah. I don't know why I did this, but I used to invite like multiple chicks to the same bar that I was banging to like hang out. Bro, I don't know why. What the fuck was I doing? Like when I first moved to San Diego, it was like, how can I explain this?
Mayhem.
It was mayhem, but it was like living in like a winter wonderland, but without winter. It was
That's
fun.
actually a really good explanation for what's San Diego like. It's like a winter wonderland, but without winter. That's actually really fitting.
Yeah, it's just like
Your off the cuff shit lately is impressive.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Are you
I think
taking like brain supplements, some nootropics and stuff, making yourself smarter?
No, I've been coming a lot.
Oh, that clears the brain. Sure.
No, I think it's the stream. I think it's when I'm on Twitch and I'm talking a lot, I get better at just like expressing what's on my mind. Thank you, I appreciate it. Coming from you, that's huge.
I mean,
now speaking of that, now I forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
we were talking about
Winter
you
Wonderland.
inviting a bunch of women you were fornicating with to the bar.
So when in my 20s, it was like,
you send out just a mass text like, "Hey, what are you guys doing tonight?" Come
no,
to blah, blah, blah.
just multiple, and then I would like have them like so. Again, I was in the gray area, so no one could say anything. Like the chick wasn't gonna be like, "Who the fuck's that?" So I would want to see how they react.
Wow.
Yeah, man, kind of evil, a little evil.
You were kind of a special piece of shit.
Yeah, but that was me, like in my piece of shit era. Almost.
No, I get it.
Like
I think every dude has to have a villain era at some point.
Yeah, for sure. But I would do that and just, I don't know, man, it was weird. I remember even like inviting 2 chicks over. I would just be like, "Hey, you want to come over? Like me and my friend are gonna hang out," and I would just say like "friend," and then she would show up, and there'd be another girl, and it was like they're all kind of like industry, like nightclub bartenders.
Of course they were, yeah.
So it was like they'd all be nice, and then I didn't even have my mind on threesomes back then. I was just like, let's see how this goes, like who's gonna outlast each other into the night. Like one's gonna like
it's like
get
a
it and
fucking dating show.
Dude,
jeez,
with no camera.
I mean, I did some shit. I never went. I mean, the worst night I think I ever got is I've told this story, but I was at fucking shit. It's a bar in PB that's no longer even there anymore. I think it was Cabo anyway. And yeah, same thing. There were 2 girls I was currently
Cabo
seeing.
Cantina.
Yeah.
Wow, and that's where I invited the chicks.
These two knew about each other. And I remember I was hammered, and one of them came up to me and said something about the other one, and I literally was like, I washed my hands of it, and I walked away.
Wait, she mentioned the other one?
Yeah. She's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's," and then I said, I literally clapped my hands together. I'm like, I washed my hands of it.
Wow. Well, that's the beauty of the gray area is like.
Yeah, but I was still a dick, dude.
Yeah, for sure. So was
I mean, even the notion of it now, it's like, that's a lot of work, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it really is a lot of work. And
that's why I say when we're older, we pick and choose. Like, we're not doing that shit anymore. It's like way too much.
It's mental and emotional energy, dude.
I did have a moment a couple months ago where, and I wasn't sleeping with them all at the same time, obviously, but there was one chick I was sleeping with, and then there's 2 other chicks I'm like interested in that wanted to come hang out.
Yeah, but you're forthcoming about it now.
Yeah, exactly. And I was going to Coco Maya on like a Friday night or something, and then 3 or 4 chicks just hit me up and be like, "Hey, we're gonna go by Coco Maya." They know I'm invested, and that's like one of my spots. And I was like, "Oh yeah, come through." And like 3 or 4 just like showed up on Friday night. I'm like, "Fuck!" So back in my 20s, that would have been like totally cool. Like, ooh, let's see how this goes out. But now that I'm 42, I'm just like, it kind of stressed me out. I'm like, God, what the fuck? Like, no, obviously none of them had a foot to stand on when it came to like, who the fuck is that? You know?
Who's that bitch?
Exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, I was like, fuck, man. Like, I want to have a good time and hang out and have drinks. But it ended up being cool because they all like brought friends. So they were doing their own thing. And I always try to associate myself with people that like, don't, if we see each other out, like don't rely on
drama.
you to, you know, like come out and bring friends. I never invite chicks out by themselves. I'm like, dude, bring some fucking friends. Like, I don't want you to, you know, like just rely on me to like fucking, we have to entertain each other. Like, bring friends. We'll fucking hang out. We'll make new friends. I think that's usually like a good way to like invite people out. I always try to like, dude, bring a friend. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not weird. I'm not trying to have threesomes. I mean, if that happens, it happens. But you know,
Not gonna say no if it presents
not gonna
itself.
say no. But yeah, you know, like if I just meet someone and they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Going to Coco Maya, or gonna go to Miss B's and grab some drinks." Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. If you and a friend want to come, who cares? You know, usually that's pretty.
Are you still utilizing the apps for meeting new people, or not much?
I'm on it. I'm on the apps. It does. There's not a lot going on there. Especially like I told you the other day about, you know, I all caps says in my bio. It says, you know, not looking for anything serious. That is really down to the matches lately, but I'm cool. I'm not trying to have a pointless conversation in the DMs and then nothing happens. Like, it's just a waste of time.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But like I always say, I was on Twitch the other night and I told everyone, I was like, yeah, like I have the dating apps because I really like when I see someone I know and then someone's like, what's the point of having apps if you see someone you know? Like, why don't you just go hit on them since you already know them?
Oh, you mean like randomly seeing someone's profile? You're like, oh, so-and-so single now, apparently.
Exactly.
I've seen a bunch of those.
Exactly.
And I always message them. I'm like, wait, I thought you were married or some shit.
Exactly. It usually fucking works out because you guys know each other. And it's like, yo, at least for me, it works out. It's like, yo, hey, I saw you. Like, I don't think of just like, you know, oh, I should go that random person from fucking 5 years ago that I saw that was a bartender. Like, yeah, I know them.
I wonder if Jennifer and her husband are split yet. Because they should be by now.
Exactly. You don't think like that until you see them on an app and you're like, yo, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Like, let's get a drink. And that skips the part of like small talk or like trying to get to know somebody. Like, you already know they're cool. They already know you're cool. We've met already. That's what I love. That's one of the main reasons I have all the dating apps is like to see people, you know, divorcees, you know?
Yeah. I saw a girl I used to know from the nightlife scene. And like I said, I thought she was married because she was like with someone forever. Mm-hmm. Dude, she was with this dude for 9.5 years, I think, and never got engaged, never got married, just together for 9.5 years.
Wow.
And I asked her, I was like, what the hell happened after 9.5 years? She said, oh, we just realized we weren't each other's people. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, it took you 9.5 years to realize that?
It took me 10.
I guess.
Yeah, it happens. I mean,
but did it take you 10, or did you see shit earlier that you knew was probably like an indicator of that, and you kind of was like, eh?
No, man. Dude, I always tell my ex, and I tell people about my ex, dude, we were a great couple, man. We had so much fucking fun. Like just being together.
Yeah, but if you're just two different people, you're two different people.
Yeah,
you know?
we just grew. We grew apart, man. I mean, it made sense. Like we met in our 20s. I was like 28 and she was like 24 or some shit. And then we fit perfect in our 20s. And in our 30s, we started getting our shit together. We fit even perfect. We supported each other. And then I turned 40, 41, and then she started getting in her 30s. And it was like, we were just like, damn, dude, we knew it was there. Probably like the last year of us dating, we were like, it's getting a little rough. Like we're not treating each other like shit, but it was just like, damn, dude, we were growing apart. And then we just didn't want to make the decision. Like I didn't want to have to be the one to say it, and she didn't have to be the one to say it. And then
nobody
finally,
really wants to make that call.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. But yeah, so technically, yes, it took 10 years to figure out, but we were compatible for 90% of our relationship.
I think that's what it comes down to.
If
for long-term shit, either you grow with someone or you grow apart. That's really is. I mean, it's an oversimplification of things, but that's kind of how it is.
Exactly. Yeah. But to answer your question, yeah, I still have all the apps. I don't check them much, but I have seen people that I know, or you know, I used to hook up with someone and then they're on there and you know, sliding in the DMs like, "What's up? How you been?" You
I
know?
always found it funny when being on the apps, you see someone that you already hooked up with in the past, and then because I usually like over time, I've just swiped. Like I don't even bother. I just swiped on everyone just because.
Yeah, see, I don't do that because then it's just too much in your inbox.
For you, the average dude does not have that experience, dude.
Fair enough.
It does not. No,
all right.
I could swipe on
Well, maybe that's why, because you're swiping on everyone.
I could swipe on 1,000 people and I'll get one match. No joke.
You're not that ugly, bro.
Dude, it's not a matter of being ugly. I've talked to other dudes and they're like, yeah, same shit. Like some dudes who are really good. Like one of my very good friends is like one of the most handsome dudes I've ever fucking met. And he was like, the apps suck.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're just you tick the boxes, bro, of the modern day fucking
Yeah, but also
desires.
I have the biggest red flag in the world, and it's in all
But I
caps.
think
It says, I don't want anything
but
serious.
I think part of the appeal for you is that you are being direct and honest. Like
yeah.
most dudes probably feel the same way, but they mislead women in order to get to that point. You're coming out the gate like, look, I'm being honest. This is what I'm about.
Yeah.
If you don't share the same mentality, I respect that, but I'm just putting that out there.
I double up on it. If someone matches with me and I get in the DMs, and we
You're
start
like, just
talking,
making sure you
I was
know.
like, yo, you read my bio, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes they're like, oh shit, oh okay, yeah, I'm looking for something serious, and then we don't talk.
Yeah.
Or they're like, yeah, I like trouble.
Yeah. Which, that's
know?
not a bad start. But,
yeah.
like it's funny seeing women that you've hooked up with in the past and you swipe on them and then they don't match with you.
I love when I see someone. So for example, I met this chick a while ago. Did we hook up? I don't even think we hooked up. We hung out like a couple times. She's a super rad chick. She's like, wasn't my type, but I got along with her. We never hooked up. And then I think we were like testing each other out. And then she basically,
what was she that she wasn't your type? What is your type?
I
know you
I
like
don't know.
tat-
I honestly, I think it's just like a mental thing with me. Like
You
if
like but I mean physically, I know you like tattoos.
No, see that you're wrong.
I've known at least 2 of your exes, and they're fairly heavily tattooed.
2 of how many, bro?
I don't know how many exes.
That's
you
not
have.
a prerequisite.
How
It's
many-
hot.
I didn't say prerequisite. I said it's attractive to you. I didn't say it was It's not a must-have.
If she's beautiful and has tattoos, that's great. But I don't see tattoos and go,
No, I can think of one in the past that did not have that many tattoos.
yeah. But I've
I know a good majority of the chicks that you've hung out with in the last few years.
I highly doubt it. But
No, I know a few. I'm not saying
of
I
course,
know all of them.
of course. I would say I've dated way more chicks without tattoos than tattoos. But I think you're seeing them because yes, they're fucking tatted up.
Yeah, it's more
For
noticeable.
sure. Yeah, of course. My ex had more tattoos than I did. Anyways, so for example, I met this chick. We're hanging out. This is probably I'm like early 30s. And she was like maybe like 29. We're going to like fucking like going to her place and like drinking at the pool and shit. We never hooked up, but she was like, hey, I just want to let you know. I think she started feeling me out. She's like, this guy's a fuckboy. And she's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm looking for like a relationship. And I think I basically told her like, well, like I'm not. So, like, let me know if you don't find anybody, you just want to like hook up or whatever. She's like, okay, cool. And then she gave me a little like snarky comment or something. And I was like, whatever, I'll let it go. I don't want to like elongate this and keep it going. I love seeing her on the apps still looking for her boyfriend. Dude, I want to match with her so bad. I mean, fuck, I don't even need to match with her. I have her phone number still.
But if you
I
match,
wanna
would you just be
text-
like, so you ready to have some fun?
You want to fuck around a little bit? Like, I love seeing her, and I've seen multiple chicks like this, and it's like, I'm not trying to be mean, whatever. Do you want to get a boyfriend and have a fucking husband and kids? The snarky thing she said was like, something about like, okay, I was like, yeah, whatever, like, have a boyfriend. And she's like, yeah, you have fun with like your bar chicks or like bartenders. Cause I think she knew that I was a DJ and
Kind of a standard.
Yeah,
I would
was
expect
like,
that.
All
type
right,
of
whatever.
response,
I'll take it. But I love seeing chicks that have said that to me, like hoping that I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I could date you. Like, I could be your boyfriend. And I don't. And then seeing them like fucking 10 years later, like still looking for their boyfriend. Like you could have just been out having fun, not worrying about shit.
Yeah.
But no, you had to front,
Dude, I know a lot of, I really do know a lot of people right now who are going through it in like divorces and custody battles.
Yeah,
and
dude, my
fucking-
sister. My sister's going through. She's already divorced, but they're still going through shit in the court
Oh yeah, you
system.
mentioned that. They're going
Yeah,
back and
man.
forth in the courtroom.
It's grueling, bro. From what I heard, Jesus Christ. And it's expensive.
Yeah, one of my friends was telling me a story of how one of her close girlfriends, granted, she makes a lot of money. She was telling me that her friend makes like $350K a year, so she's doing all right.
Dude, there we
But
go.
she said her ex-husband, or I guess soon to be ex-husband, I'm not quite sure, is worth like $30 million. Anyway, it ended up costing her $500,000 to get divorced.
Sounds about right.
And I had the thought, I'm like, that's identical to taking $500,000 in cash, putting it in a fucking fireplace and burning it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're literally, I guess you could say you're accomplishing splitting from your ex-husband, but to cost $500,000 to do it,
Yeah.
that's wild,
Yeah.
dude.
And for the record, like, there's all these things that we see, at least I see, where I'm like, you get to a point in your life, and I'd say for me it was like 33, where you see things from a different standpoint. So if you fuck around and dodge having kids, and you dodge having a fucking girlfriend, or I'm sorry, a wife, you get to a point where you see everything from the outside and go, damn, that kind of doesn't look like it's worth it, which it is for a lot of people. I understand. I am the minority. We are the minority.
Though.
Huh?
It's also not worth it for a lot of people.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's becoming more relevant and more popular. But I'm not saying that if you're married with kids and you had a wife, you're stupid or you made the wrong decision. Because that's not fucking, that's how people take it. We had, what's his name? Jay Holder on the fucking stream the other night. I think it was Jay. Was it Jay Holder?
Dude, I'm all for whatever makes anybody happy.
Like, dude, I've been with my wife, blah, blah, blah. And don't get me wrong, man. Like, I might find someone and live the rest of my life with them.
Happily ever after.
Who knows, dude? I'm not against it. I'm just saying right now, this is my thing. So, but there are things that I see being a 42-year-old man going, fuck, dude. Like, even me and my ex always talk. We're like, dude, do you want to get married? Be like, she's like, no, just buy me like a dope ring and then let's just like be together.
Be together forever.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, dude, that sounds great, because we knew like I had a business and she had a business. If we jumped in, got married, and then realized we're not together 10 years later, bro, those lawyers would have fucking taken so much money and whispering in our ear like, bro, you let her fucking live with you at a home that you
you're
owned?
entitled to 74% of her business, right?
So we made that decision. That was great. But just seeing that, and then, listen, dude, my nieces and nephews are amazing. I love them, but I would never want a kid myself, because it's just like so much money, and like I'm selfish. I'm a selfish dude. I want my time and my money to be mine. So it's, it's that type of stuff. And I'm not, looking down on people that have kids.
No,
and,
I don't judge. But
you judge for sure.
No, not my married friends. If you're
so?
happy, no. But I don't see what I perceive, what I see are not a lot of people who are happily married. Most of my friends who have kids and are married, they'll be the type to be like, man, I love my kids, I love my wife, so on and so forth. But then there's always the but of, but if you can continue your life as you've been living it, being single and independent and doing whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want, stay that course. Yeah. I have, I've said this 100 times, dude. I have one friend, one of my best friends. He met his wife when they were like fucking 16, and they're still together to this day.
Awesome.
And they're like what I base, like this is how it should be if you meet your partner. Like their life. Yeah. Like she still posts photos of him and she's like, oh, he looks so fucking handsome tonight. Like it's honestly like it's grossly adorable.
Yeah, it's a little gay, but whatever.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, like
that,
like they're still so madly infatuated with one another.
That's awesome.
Like almost 30 years later. Yeah. Like but that's it. I have one. I have one. That's it. My single friend.
Yeah, that's how my parents are. My dad dude, I remember being in high school and being grossed out because my dad would always flirt with my mom in front of like the whole family and shit.
Like, come on, Dad.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, like slap my mom's butt. I'm like, Dad, not in front of, I like walked into the garage one day and they were out there and they were like making out and like stopped and looked at me. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
that's so cool. To have that and like after so many years, like to have that. Yeah,
it's cool.
But I wouldn't settle like if I were to go that route, I wouldn't settle for less than that,
Yeah. And it's not, I'm the same way. And I'm not like, I think I'm the shit and I deserve something great. I really don't think like that. I'm like, I'm not the best person in the world, but I'm just like, dude, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like if I make some moves in life, I will not be happy if I make some of those moves.
You mean like if you force it?
Yes, exactly. If I fuck around and like, say, not wear a condom and have a kid, I'm going to be miserable.
Well, that's why you got snipped though.
Exactly. So if I meet someone and decide to try to get married, I'm inviting a lot of shit in my life. It's like, it's like, what do you call it? Like invariables or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm inviting stuff in my life that, now I don't have control of this,
Yeah, for sure.
Right now I have so much control of my life that I love it. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Well, if something goes wrong in my life, it's because of me.
Yeah, you can blame yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's talk about the fucking snippy snip, dude. How was that whole procedure?
it was. I watched it.
Considering fucking what 98% of the people who are going to be listening to this are going to be dudes, and they probably consider it.
Oh yeah, I should. I
know. I have two friends, you and one of my other good friends, who have gotten vasectomies.
My best friend just got one this year.
You watched it?
My own vasectomy. Yeah, yeah, it was great. It was honestly, my brother.
You're in a normal doctor's office, right? Like you're not in a procedure, a surgical room.
No, dude, you're in it looks like you're just sitting in like the regular seat that goes back. You put your feet in like the holsters though.
In stirrups, yep.
Stirrups, yeah.
So like a woman getting a gynecological exam?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to go to the doctor and meet them first. First of all, it's easy as fuck.
Well, I didn't think you could just make the
minutes.
appointment and show up and be like, hey, doc, I've never met you, but I'm here to get my fucking dick cut into. My ball sack,
They want to talk to you. I think it's like a mental thing. They want to make sure
you
not
want
like,
this.
Yeah, or like you're pissed off. Or
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why they should care.
I can't knock up any more chicks, doc. Fucking snip me.
Doctor, I'm fucking, bro. I am raw.
I don't have the money to take care of 8 kids.
Yeah. So you got to meet. It's so stupid. I had to drive all the way to fucking La Jolla, meet the doctor. And then it was like, all right, well, we're going to schedule it. And then they schedule it. It was, he was recommended by, one of my friends. She's a surgeon.
I thought you were gonna be like, I looked him up on Yelp.
No. And one of my friends is a surgeon, and she's like, this guy's really good. And I was like, cool. It cost around $1,200, and
insurance does not cover it.
VA does not cover it. I don't have insurance. I have the VA. And
that's
they're
right.
just like, fucking no. So, and if they did do vasectomies at the VA, I would not get one there. I will pay $3,000 to go to a good doctor.
That's fair. I get that.
So I show up, and the nurse comes in, and she does the first like
the prep.
Did they shave the? I shaved the area. I shaved my nuts first. I was like, I don't want no one with a razor down there. I mean, literally, he's gonna be
especially because they're using like the 12-cent little shitty Bic razors that they use at like tattoo parlors.
So I just the night before just shaved up on my nuts, and then they go in there, and then it's funny they put like the gown thing on you, and then there's a hole in it, and they pull your nuts through the fucking hole.
Not your dick, just your balls.
Oh, yeah, no. They fucking tape your dick up to your belly, bro. It's fucking...
I mean, because it can't be moving around when they're down there.
Yeah, they needed a couple pieces of tape for me.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
They need a whole roll of duct tape.
Yeah, strap that motherfucker down. Why is he hard? I'm sorry, doc.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Yeah.
I took a Cialis before I showed up.
Should have done that. So yeah, they tape your dick to like your stomach, and then like your nuts are hanging out this little hole. And I think I asked him because I could see my nuts, and I was like, "Can I watch?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Yeah, of course you can." We're talking as like the numbing cream's working. They put a little bit of numbing cream, so when they do the injection,
they're just rubbing your sack with numbing cream.
That's what the nurse was doing.
Oh, before the injection.
Before the injection, they're like, it's not bad. They're not putting it into your testicles.
I know. Needles. I don't like needles.
So we're talking, and I was like, "Can I watch?" And he's like, "Yeah, you can watch, but don't like put too much stress. No, don't put too much stress on your stomach. Like, don't use your stomach muscles to like look up. So don't lean." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I could see my nuts from where I was laying, so I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna watch." They ground you because they're using like to
cauterize
like a razor that's got like an electrical current through it that also burns at cuts at the same time. You can't feel shit. You smell it a little bit. It smells like
Is there smoke?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
That's funny.
And it smells a little like burnt skin. Cuts you open, and then they look like crochet needles, like with a little hook on it, and he goes in there and he's digging around.
The vas deferens.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, you can feel a little bit of pressure, and he pulls it out, and it's white. Like those little tubes are white.
I'm gonna pass out listening.
Really? Yeah.
No, really.
That shit doesn't bug me. And
it bugs the shit out.
So
of me.
he pulls it out, and I see it, and he fucking, he clamps both sides, and then cauterize or cuts the middle, and then ties it, and then burns the knot. So like it's double fucking,
This is why we need video, because I'm gonna pass out listening to this.
Anyway, so that's it. I watched the whole thing. It took about like 18 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, this is dope!" Like that shit. I don't mind that stuff. And then the recovery easy as fuck. He's like, for 2 or 3 days, like just take it easy, bitch. I was at the club that night DJing. I was like, fuck this.
Don't you have to go home and ice your balls a little bit? Yeah,
you ice it. It would. I mean, I'm sure it's different with different guys, but it barely fucking hurt, bro. Like there's more pain going to the dentist.
They just tell you to take ibuprofen and that's it?
Yeah, I didn't take shit. I iced my nuts when I fell asleep. Woke up the next day. It felt like my nuts ached a little bit, like maybe someone like tapped them. But other than that, dude,
No different. I mean, it's probably less painful than getting kicked in the balls. Really hard.
Honestly, man, and you know what's funny is I thought that when I would go on dates or talk to chicks and like let them know I have a vasectomy, they'd be like, I don't know, but they're all stoked, and they're not stoked like, great, you can have kids. They're like, dude, good for you. Finally, a guy that like doesn't want kids and takes initiative instead of relying on the woman,
placing the responsibility on her.
Yeah, and that's what actually happened with my ex. She was like, birth control was fucking her up, which I know a lot of women, all two of them listening right now, say that the birth control fucks them, their hormones up and like makes them feel crazy.
It used to be, it's funny because that's something like in the past, in our 20s and 30s, birth control was just like commonplace. Like every chick you'd meet was on birth control.
Yeah.
And now in our 40s, like just in this general like era, there are so many fucking negatives that they've really tied to birth control. It's like, damn, dude.
So my ex was like, yeah, this shit's fucking me up. I was like, well, we don't want kids. Why don't I just get a vasectomy? She's like, dude, if you want, you know.
Bet.
Yeah, she wasn't against it. So I got a vasectomy that she got off birth control, and yeah, dude, good for her. Like I
haven't gotten to do that enough in my life, and then just it's something
you should get a vasectomy.
Well, I mean, if I were like consistently having sex and or dating someone,
it doesn't matter. If you even have sex once, you can have a kid, Bradley.
No, is that how it works? I had no idea.
Well, you're saying that like, oh, I'm not really fucking her. Dude, it don't matter, bro.
No, I'm saying I'm not. In order to have children, you have to actually have someone to have sex with.
In the future, you're going to have some, if you don't want it.
I don't know,
if
man.
If you don't want kids, get a vasectomy. I don't give a fuck.
I'm on a dry spell. I can't hump right now because of my foot.
You can impregnate your fucking pocket pussy. I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yes, dude.
I want to see.
Do you want that? Are you ready for that, Bradley?
I think so. I think I could be a dad.
A little pocket pussy baby. Wait, I'm seeing it now, bro.
Baby pocket pussy.
We got to take a picture of a pocket pussy and put a little baby bonnet and be like, congratulations, Bradley. So happy for you.
I never thought I'd be a father, but here I am.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that'd be great. So yeah, it was an easy procedure. But I'm telling you, if you're a guy listening to this and you don't want kids, even if you do want kids and you're younger, dude, tie that shit up and then get it fucking
You can
reversed.
get a reversal,
Yeah. But if you don't want kids or you have kids and you don't want any more, make the fucking decision. Just do it. Single or married.
I mean, it's less invasive for a dude to get his fucking have a vasectomy than it is for a woman to get her tubes tied.
Yeah,
I know
take
that.
the fucking initiative, you pussies. Just get a fucking vasectomy. Stop being a fucking...
Have some balls, pun intended.
Yeah, have some balls. Have some sore balls, you know?
Wait, so do they just stitch you up afterwards, like a couple, like one?
I don't even think it's stitches. I think they cauterize it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure. And it's the smallest incision.
Yeah. No, it's super small.
Smallest.
I don't know. Just I get queasy thinking about someone sticking a crochet a hook into my fucking sack.
If I wasn't looking, I probably wouldn't feel shit. You might feel a little pressure when they're yanking on it.
Like if you pull any harder, I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, I was like, oh, doc, that's my prostate, doc.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, I don't like. We've talked about it. I hate medical shit, but when they were fucking around with my toe, I was watching it. It's kind of fascinating.
Yeah. Tell us about the appointment today.
Oh man.
Well, let me give just a little bit. I know we've been talking about this, but there's probably going to be a lot of people that don't know. But
I dropped a giant sheet of particle board, otherwise known as melamine, onto my fucking foot, which, for those of you who don't know, a 10 by 4 foot sheet of melamine weighs 113.2 pounds. And in case you were wondering, Chucks do not provide a whole lot of protection if you drop a heavy item on your fucking toes.
The side of the board is
it's sharp.
Yeah. It's
so
pointy.
basically, I guillotined my fucking big toe and I broke the second one. And I guillotined the big toe so badly that it essentially shattered the tip bone and almost severed my toe. So I had to go to the hospital, get admitted, have emergency surgery, and now I have a rod and 3 pins in my big toe. And I just went to the doctor. I've gone to see 2 doctors, all right? One's a female.
The hot one.
Yes. She's young, too. Dude, she's 31. I don't even know how she's a fucking surgeon. Like, she had to be, busting her ass at a very young age.
Does she like guys that don't want commitment?
No, she's married, so I'm assuming she does like guys that have commitment. But I only assume that because she's got a big fat rock on her finger.
I'll see her in 10 years on the apps.
Yeah. There you go. Actually, it's probably not inaccurate because she's 41. That's when it happens. Anyway, so my surgeon knows his shit. but he's a typical dude surgeon. Very egoic, I'm sure he saw my toe and he's like, I'm gonna fix this shit. Watch me.
Wow.
When in reality, it could end up being, and this is why I'm fucking upset, it could end up being that what needed to happen that day, instead of having my toe repaired, was to just take the fucking tip of it off.
Oh.
Because that's what I was told today. Again.
It split like right in the middle of your toe, right? Like right below the nail?
It hit right below the nail. And it was so bad that the nurse because I tied my sock around it to stem the bleeding before I went to the hospital.
Good job, MacGyver.
And the nurse was like, I don't want to cut this off because I'm afraid I'm going to pull your toe off. So it was like, yeah, it was there. Like if I would have stubbed it or something, the whole thing would have fucking just fallen off.
That shit doesn't bother me. And when you sent me that picture, I was like, yo, this is like something I see on. The toe was split open.
The toe was almost gone.
Yeah, it looked like it was hanging from a
was.
little piece of meat.
It was. Oh. So anyway, yeah, the photo you saw, like I can explain it till I'm blue in the face, but that photo really puts it in perspective. Yeah. Like to be like, oh, you did fuck your shit up.
Like we posted that picture in the Hang Time Discord, and I felt kind of bad because I feel like some people were like, yo, what the fuck is this?
I need a warning.
Yeah, you need a warning. You need to be like,
but so anyway, dude, it's like I see her. She's super cool. She talks to me. She goes over everything. She's kind. She's got good bedside manner. She's like, things are looking great. I leave her fucking office and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Because my life's been on fucking hold now for 2 months, dude. Yeah. I don't do well with putting my life on hold.
Yeah.
Then I see him and he's like, dude, there's no bedside manner. He like takes the bandage off, starts fucking hacking at my toe, taking off dead tissue. And then he's like, yeah, I don't know about the tip though. If the tip doesn't heal and this is more dead tissue beneath it and eventually bone pops out, we're just going to have to take the tip of your toe. And I'm like, bro, what? I've been trying to heal for 2 months. Now you're telling me I might have to start back again at fucking square one?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that bothers me.
Oh,
it's going to cost me another fucking 10 grand to have another surgery, which I don't want to have, when if this had been done day one, which is not that big of a deal.
Oh, so his ego's like, oh, I can save this toe.
Exactly.
And now he's like, hey, we might need to cut it.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck.
Exactly. And like literally Dude, he's I
mean, what if he's keeping it real with you?
He's a dick. No, he's a dick. Because he told me today, he's like, yeah, if we took your toe, you'd have been fucking recovered in 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like, no one gave me that option. Like, if somebody sat me down when I was in the hospital and was like, all right, so here's the deal. I could fix your toe with a surgical procedure that's pretty complex, and we could potentially keep your whole toe. Or because you did so much damage to it, we're just going to take off the little tippy tip. He even said today, jokingly, he's like, yeah, I say this to some people, just the tip. And I'm like, oh, you God. Motherfucker. You motherfucker. Like, I wanted to punch him in the face, but I didn't because he wasn't a mailbox. So fucking... Like, if someone had presented that to me, at least then I would have had the opportunity to think about it. Like, okay, how big, or at least Google it. How big of a deal is it to live life without the tip of your fucking toe?
Yeah.
Which, it's not a big deal. So conceivably, I could have had the tip hacked off and I would have been probably back to normal like last month.
Oh, got it.
If all goes well and I get to keep my toe, then there's no problem.
Yeah.
Congratulations, your ego saved my fucking toe.
I think maybe it's just in the middle where some doctors would be like, yeah, we could save it. And some are like, hey, man, if you want to chop it, we can chop it. I think that's where it's at.
Oh, no, I already emailed the other doctor and I'm like, hey, this is what doc told me today. So if we need to start talking about amputating, I want to do this ASAP and get it fucking done.
Are they going to amputate the whole thing or just
just the tip?
Okay, good. Yeah.
Because the only bone that got destroyed was the very tip bone.
Fuck.
Because it was severed basically right below the nail.
Yeah.
So essentially they would take my toe basically where the nail is. So I would have a fucked up foot for the rest of my life.
And then we'd be telling
jokes about it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that actually.
Yeah, I can. I want to keep my toe. I've done everything in my power to fucking keep my toe. Shit, I'm thinking about doing hyperbaric shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Dude, I've been doing acupuncture, fucking red light therapy, lasers, heating pad, jerking off excessively, whatever, dude.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps, dude.
Taking 87 supplements a day.
What kind of supplements you taking?
Dude, everything that could possibly help circulation and blood flow and tissue regeneration.
Nice. What else helps circulation? Well, I don't know if you could do it, but you know those vibrating things. At the gym? Yeah, that helps circulation a lot. But I don't know if you could do that with your. I think that would probably fucking hurt. Damn, well, good for you. I mean, hopefully all that shit helps. Dude.
I don't want to have if I go the rest of my life never having to have another surgery, I'm good. I'm good,
same
dude.
Here, man. Fuck.
We talked about it. I don't want to be put under. I mean, I got to get a fucking camera in my ass soon, so I'm going to have to be put under.
Yeah.
You're not there yet.
I've been asking my doctor, I was like, yo, man, 3 years. Do you need to put a finger in my butt? And they're like, no, I think we wait. Is it 55 now? Or 50?
Finger in the ass is to check your prostate.
That's what you're talking. Okay.
Well, I don't think you need to do the finger in the ass anymore. This is an appropriate conversation for Too Old to Care because we're all at that age now. I don't think they need to stick a finger in your ass. I mean, I'd probably prefer a finger in my ass as opposed to a blood test if we're being honest here. To test your PSA, I think they can test it in a blood test. But
Got it.
Camera in the ass is 45. Used to be 50. Now it's 45.
Got it.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
But you got to get put out for that. Well, actually, you don't. I was so fucking fearful of being put under that I did some Googling as to whether or not you could have a colonoscopy without sedation, and you can.
I wonder how that feels.
Some people that comment, I mean, I look at Reddit threads for all this shit from actual people, you know, who went through it. And some people were like, yeah, it was no big deal. Other people were like, I hated it.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
but I think it's only a 20-minute thing, dude. Like they literally you're out, they turn you on your side, they stick a camera in your ass, and then if you have polyps, they go ahead and like remove them while you're there, and then that's it.
Damn, I didn't know they removed them.
Yeah, I think they burn them off. I'm not sure.
Oof.
But you don't feel it.
Nice.
But yeah, generally speaking, most people get put out for that.
Damn. I hope everything goes well with your toe, man. Keep up all the fucking supplements and shit, man. Because I feel like that's stuff that the doctors don't think about. They're just like, oh no, just
dude,
fucking.
He's
We're gonna
dick, man. I'm like, is there anything?
Go back to the hot one. Go back to the hot doctor.
I am. I've been seeing her, both of them. But I emailed her today. I'm like, hey, can I just go to you from now on? Because I still have to get the fucking pins taken out of my foot.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any sort of protocol where the guy who did the surgery and put the pins in has to be the one who removes it.
Oh.
I doubt it.
No.
Because all it is just literally like, they're just in your bone and they go yoink.
Yep. My dad he broke his thumb riding his bike like during a race or some shit, and they had to put the rods in his. And then he
broke it bad.
Oh yeah, dude, he races his bikes like with like, you know, you see all the bikers on the side of the road. What do you call them? Like
I don't know. Tell me he's got one of those like long.
No, not but like he's on like biking teams and shit. And they had a huge freaking pile up. Like the guy in front of him hit something and pile up. My dad's fucking 60 something years old, and he fucking tumbles and he broke his collarbone, cracked like 3 or 4 ribs. And like, dude, he got fucked up, man. And like,
you ever cracked a rib?
No, I haven't.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I've heard it's terrible.
I was fishing with my brother, and I was leaning over trying to release this big ass white sea bass, and we were kind of bouncing in the wake, and I fucking hit my ribs on the railing, and I went to the doctor. I mean, there's literally nothing they can do. Like you just have to fucking, it has to heal, and like breathing, laughing, anything just fucking hurts.
Yeah. Coughing.
Yep.
You got to cough. Oof.
Don't cough. Don't breathe. Don't move. Don't do anything.
And that takes a while to recover.
3 cracked ribs at fucking 60 something, dude. Your dad's a fucking champ.
Yeah, man. He was on his bike at least like a month later. Like
did he have to have surgery? Well, on the finger he did, but what about the collarbone? I don't think they could do much for that either.
No, they put a plate up in there.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. They did a bunch of shit.
So he had multiple surgeries.
Yeah, he had multiple surgeries.
Well, there you go. Stop being a pussy, dude. Look at your dad. He's been put under.
No, I'm good. I don't want to be put under. I want to watch my surgery, just like my vasectomy.
Just like when they stick a camera in your ass, you're like, hey, can you?
I want to feel all of it.
Are you going to hand him your phone and be like, can you show me? Or can you record it so I could watch it later, please?
Look me in my eyes when you stick that up my ass.
Yeah.
All right. That's the first episode.
That was.
Of Too Old to Care, man.
That was good.
Yeah, no, it was great. I don't expect us to have any bad episodes, to be honest.
No, there's too much shit to talk about.
We did not even get into our list.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's funny about. That's what's funny about the Tasteless Gentleman is every time, and I felt like some members use this as an excuse to not show up. Be like, when Scoop was in San Diego, we'd schedule an episode, and he'd be like, well, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, bitch, there's 5 of us. If we don't have anything to talk about with 5 of us for an hour, we should stop the podcast.
I mean, if you think about it, like, honestly, if you break it down like that, that's 12 minutes worth of talking per person.
Exactly.
To come up with an hour. Yeah.
And every time we would do that, we'd talk about that. We'd put stuff up in the chat like, hey, this happened this week. Let's talk about this. Ooh, what about this? And of course, Alex is like, yeah, the fucking housing market. We never talked about it. We'd just get in there and start yapping about something else and would never stop.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was great about the
That's what people like to hear, though, because we didn't go in and have like a whiteboard and be like, all right, guys, topic number 3.
Exactly. That's why when you and me have this fucking, the shared notes thing.
But it's good to have it because you'd be like, oh, this fits what we're talking about right now.
Exactly.
Let's talk about this.
And we could have one subject
like
and just
like
roll.
that thing I saw today where I was like, oh, 90% of men have slept with 30 fewer dudes or fewer women.
That might be true too.
I have a list. I know first and last names of almost every single woman I've slept with.
Excuse me?
Yep.
You have a list.
Well, I had intended to write like a funny book about it at some point, so I kept a list.
Bro, you better write that book because if you don't write that book, that's creepy as fuck.
Oh, I know. You called me on it before.
That was a long time ago when you told me that. Wow, I forgot.
I got laid first time when I was 18, so I've been keeping a list for 28 years. Yeah.
We got to talk about this on the next episode because
dude,
wow,
that's bad for the brand. That's bad for my brand.
Wow, a list.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it actually, I like looking at it from time to time because a lot of those I'll forget, and then I get to look back and reminisce, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about her. That was funny. And then I was like, oh, I wonder what she's up to.
So you don't know how many people you've slept with, but I mean, how many people are on the...
I know almost to a T exactly.
What the fuck? Are you going to say it on the podcast?
No.
You got to tell me after. You got to say it on the podcast.
Maybe.
All right, let's say episode 20. Tune in on episode 20. Bradley will tell us his body count.
It's not that high. I mean, it's probably higher than some dudes, but I'm sure yours is probably higher than mine.
Bro, I don't even want to talk about it.
You were in a 7-year, almost 10-year relationship.
Bro, but when I was in the military, right when I started having sex, like I just do the average. Like, okay, when I started having sex and when I joined the military, let's say like easily I could say 1 chick per month. Even that, since then, which I know it's been more, that's wild. That number's crazy.
I averaged it out. I actually ran the numbers, and I think it averages out to 1 person a month when I was single. That's what it averages out to.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is that's not crazy when you break it down like that.
It's not, but at the end of the day.
To a woman, like if you were to be like, oh, this is my number, she'd look at you and be like,
all right, let's do it. Hold on, let me bust out my calculator. This is for me. Since I started having sex, like really like, you know, like, I mean, when I lost my virginity at 17, but I would say I consider when I turned, let's just say 21, when I was in the military and I started like getting better at like hitting on chicks.
Yeah. Dude, you could have slept with you could have slept with as many women in your military career as I did in my fucking entire life.
That's 240 women.
Yeah.
If it was 1 per month since I was 21.
But
minus
the years, yeah. But minus 10 years.
But even that, like
that's minus 120. 10 years is 1 a month for 10 years is 120. So you're at 120.
So that's 120.
Yes. Which I would say for you is probably around what it would be.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But there's got to be there.
But again,
it's got to be more.
But if you break it down, that's not crazy. Like
no, it's not crazy at all.
Like I said, I had friends in college that would literally go out on the weekends and fuck 3 or 4 chicks every weekend. Like it was nothing.
I was never like that.
I wasn't either. Mine was all like pretty consistently throughout time.
It was like 3 or 4 months with one person.
Yeah.
And then you meet someone else, and then 3 or 4 to 6 months.
Exactly.
You know, more.
Exactly. I don't even think. I think maybe once in my life I slept with 2 women in like a 24-hour period. I think one time.
Fucking slut.
Dude, I know women that did like 3.
Really?
Yeah, I know women that fucking fuck more than one dude the same night.
Interesting.
Yeah. Women can be whores too, dude.
I think it's easier for women to do that too, because like
of course, dude.
I'm good for like 4 days after I have sex with someone. I was like, you know, I'm good. I would never, well, not never, but you know, like the next night or the same night. What the fuck? Hell no, I'm sleeping.
No. Yeah. No, I agree.
That's crazy.
If I have sex with one woman on one night, I'm like, I'm not the type that I'm like, oh, I need to fuck again in an hour. I'm like, no, that was a good solid session. I'm going to fucking suck my thumb and go to bed. We're good. We're good.
For sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're with someone that's like, yeah, I want that fucking dick again, well, I'd be like, go ahead and work on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like fiending for it after I get the first one done.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. That makes sense. I get it. All right. Congratulations, everyone. You just made it through the first episode of Too Old to Care with myself and Bradley. We're going to put the links in the description. We're going to be running things a little different with this podcast versus TTG. Let's start with the Patreon.
Yeah.
The Patreon is going to be... It's going to start at $10, and you don't have to join the Patreon. You do not. It's not a requirement for the podcast. We're going to be doing one episode a week for you guys, and then an extra episode for people that join the Patreon.
Yep.
If you think an extra episode is worth $10 a month, then sign up. It helps Bradley and I.
Yeah, I got to pay my medical bills.
10 grand, baby.
Shit.
Did we just talk about that, or was that yesterday?
I don't know. It
I
had
think
been
it was last
said
night.
recently.
Yeah, it was last night. 10 grand. Yeah, so we need a couple $110 for Bradley.
Yep.
So yeah, $10 on Patreon. That will get you an extra episode a week. We want to do extra things on the paid episodes. So I don't even think I told you this, but I had a good idea. We're gonna have the Google Voice number. You guys can call in and leave a voicemail. And on those extra episodes that you pay for, it's gonna be a full hour.
Yeah,
And-
ask us good questions.
Yeah, it'll
Like,
be
good questions.
Yeah, it'll be. We'll be asking. We'll answer your questions or just topics. Just
Yeah.
fucking drop us a voicemail.
Yeah,
And be like
I want you to talk about fill in the blank.
yeah, or hey, on Tasteless Gentlemen, we heard you guys talk about this. Like, can you go more into detail
can you
about that
elaborate?
story?
Yeah.
Elaborate on something. Or like, hey, I have a question. I need advice. I met this chick. I need a vasectomy. Like, just whatever. You guys drop us a line or just say like, hey,
Or
thanks.
I got a vasectomy and I got a chick pregnant. What do I do?
Yeah. So hit the line. The line, the Google Voice line will only be for the Patreon people. We're going to promote it on every episode, but we're only going to answer them on the paid episodes. The other tiers in the Patreon are going to be $20, and then I think the last one's $50. We don't expect you guys to do those, but some people do. Some people are like, man, I fucking...
Whatever tickles
the
your fancy.
The Tasteless Gentlemen and Boner Bros and Past and Present have been there for me in up and downs in life. I can handle $50 a month. Fucking do it. We don't expect you to.
There are a lot of those via just, that I've seen on Instagram DMs.
Yeah,
like, hey,
for sure.
you guys, like I said, I started listening to you guys when I was 16 and now I'm fucking 30 and have 2 kids.
Exactly. We're going to be having t-shirts, mugs, USBs, like all that shit. It's going to have our logo on there. We're not going to have as many t-shirts as the Tasteless Gentlemen
there
shop
were
had.
thousands.
Yeah, Scoop. That was all Scoop. But
That
we're gonna have
was
some t-shirts.
impressive.
But yeah, Patreon, the Discord. We're gonna have the Too Old to Care Discord. You guys can fucking hang out in there. And of course, we're gonna be posting our episodes in the Tasteless Gentlemen Discord also. We're not against having questions about TTG, but try to keep them to a bay a little bit.
I mean, we can only answer them so many times.
Yeah.
And we kind of already have.
It gets a
Not
little
to mention,
annoying.
we don't really
And I
know what the hell's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all, nobody really wants to make a decision if TTG is done or not. There's really no fucking open line. I'm sure if we talk to Don right now, he'll be like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
Maybe they think we're just taking a break. I don't fucking know, man. Alex doesn't really talk. So just like I said, we're all getting older and we're all having our life thing. And if you're part of the Patreon on TTG and you don't want to do it anymore because you feel like you need to, you're owed
Make
episodes.
a point.
Yeah. If you think you're owed episodes because you're giving TTG $5 a month, then quit the Patreon.
I mean,
You know?
to be fair, there will be forever until YouTube no longer exists. 300 and what? 30, 40 episodes of
yeah.
Tasteless Gentlemen.
And I think technically the Patreon, the TTG Patreon is only for the Discord. It's not for episodes. All the episodes are free.
It's just the Discord. Yes.
So yeah. So I've heard multiple people complain about that. Like, hey, we got a $5, $10, what it is, a month. Like we should get episodes. No, that's for the Discord.
Yeah, that's it.
So you can't just join the Discord for free. So yeah. So Too Old to Care podcast, Bradley and me. It's you guys are going to be getting one episode a week for a very long time, and if you want to pay starting at $10 a month, you get that extra episode. So you could be doing 10 1-hour episodes, probably a little more per week for you guys. I think that's it. I'll put all the links in the descriptions. This is going to be on all streaming platforms, SoundCloud, YouTube. Actually, we're not going to be doing video, so maybe fuck YouTube.
I mean, who knows? See how it goes. Maybe at some point.
Yeah.
It
For sure in the future. Yeah.
Worthwhile. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a lot more work, dude.
It is.
What are the numbers, the percentages of people who only listen versus watch? It's
it was less than
95.5.
Yeah, it was less than 10 or like 5%.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we appreciate you guys listening and supporting. This is exciting. We're gonna, start
new
a
shit's
little
always
adventure.
exciting.
Yeah, and like I keep telling everyone, I was like, man, it's so much easier just having a podcast with one other dude.
Yes.
When I was doing past and present, I could crank out episodes
Yeah.
because it's just me and someone else versus trying to get 5 dudes, adults, in one studio.
I mean,
to
I
record
can't even.
stuff.
Just the notion of even editing this set that many cameras for the episodes of The Tasteless Gentleman seems overwhelming to me.
Yeah, man, it was a lot. I'm good at editing, but yes, it is a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could be good at it. It's still time consuming, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. No,
This is fucking straightforward, easy peasy audio, bada bing, bada boom.
It still takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, but not
dude,
like
way
5
easier.
cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, whatever. I'm not going to get into
Yeah,
technicality, but
We'll leave that to Conley.
yeah, that's fucking, that's boring. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode next week.
Yep.